A comet wipes off most of life on Earth, leaving two valley girls fighting against cannibal zombies and a sinister group of scientists. Written and directed by Thom Eberhardt, who did Honey, I Blew Up the Kid and Captain Ron. I love those movies. I don't know how you guys feel about them,
I
but
like Honey. I remember both of those. I'm
yeah,
into it.
yeah. What do you got, Jason?
Oh, well, I was looking. I guess I forgot to write down a tagline, but on the artwork, it was the last thing on Earth they ever expected. Distributed by Atlantic Releasing Corporation, and out, well, a couple of different releases. Screen Factory had one. I think it's out of print now. I have the Arrow.
Nice.
Okay.
Released in, I don't know when it was released. I dropped the ball on this one.
No big deal. They can look it up if they really want to know.
Look it up.
Use your brains, people. I think that this movie has one of the best uses of color. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this background. It's beautiful. I love how they used red brick dust for like the evaporated people. It gave it a really specific look. And the soundtrack, half of it I loved, half of it I hated. There was some really bunk shit on this, but there was some really good stuff too. There's one driving piece of music that she's on the motorcycle. It's just this awesome synthwave shit. I love that. I couldn't find who the artist was on that song or most of these. The shit I liked, I couldn't. It was just score stuff that I couldn't figure it out. I like the look of the radio station. I thought it was cool as fuck. I want the couch that they have in there in my house. It's like a weird zigzag thing. I don't know. The monster cops were really cool. Sort of reflective of how real cops are. But they were actual cops, I believe, that were like keeping the roads clear for them to film and stuff. So save some money there. Do you guys think this is a Christmas movie? Because it does happen at Christmas time.
No, I don't consider it. It's not something I watch during Christmas.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, it's weird because there is some Christmas things in it. Like there's a little Christmas music here and there. But no, you're right. Whoever the villain in the mall is, I think his name's Willie. He's like a stock boy. He's my favorite character in the movie. He has the line, "I'm not crazy. I just don't give a fuck." He's just insane. He looks like a new wave kind of punk guy. I don't know. Jeffrey Lewis is a gem in this movie as Dr. Carter. He's Juliette Lewis's father, if you didn't know. And he passed away, so give him a little R.I.P. He was you might remember him if you can't think of what he looks like. He was in Devil's Rejects. He played Roy Sullivan. He's one of the victims in that film. But he has this scene where he's interviewing the one girl, and he's just over and over again, "Have you ever had hepatitis? Have you ever had hepatitis? Do you have diabetes?" But like I kept thinking, if you have hepatitis, don't you just always fucking have hepatitis? I mean, it's not, did you had it? You had it. You still have it. You always have it. I mean, maybe that, I don't know. Maybe I don't know shit, but this is a really fun movie. I never watched this before this viewing. I thought I had, but I had not. I will surely revisit it. I love post-apocalyptic stuff like this, and the style is just what I like. It's not perfect, but I highly recommend it. An 8 out of 10.
Yeah, when you first mentioned this movie, this is your pick, right, Frank?
No, this is yours.
This is my pick.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
We couldn't lock it down. I remember that.
Okay, well then maybe when I was thinking of it, in my head I had Night of the Creeps. Night of the Creeps was in my head.
Yeah, and I've seen that one.
Yeah, but anyway, so 80s post-apocalypse, definitely a strong sci-fi feel to it. I like the characters, the teenage girls. I thought it was a good cast. Small cast, but good. I love the way it looks. The settings are great. The mall, the radio station. What else is there? The movie theater.
Oh, I love the movie theater.
One question before you move on. I forgot to even mention this. Where the fuck did they get the guns? Where did they get the machine guns?
Their dad was in the army, I believe.
But the one line is, "Daddy would have got us, whatever."
Uzis. Yeah.
So I was confused. They just it seemed like they fucking had them. Maybe I missed something. But anyways, Jason.
Oh, no. So you mentioned the city shots and holding back traffic. They actually didn't do that. They shot the outdoor scenes or the city scenes on Christmas morning when there was like no traffic. There's a couple scenes where you can like see a person walking off in the distance that ain't supposed to be there, but is what it is. No, they didn't really keep anyone from it.
Well, they must have used those cops in some way or another. I don't know. My trivia's off.
No. Very, very 80s. It's fun, entertaining. The story, the concept, everything's good. I like the music. There's some humor in it. My only knocks is that it drags a little, and it could have used a lot more zombies or whatever, crazy gang members, whatever those people are. Everything in this movie is good. I just think we need more of it. But I like it. I gave it a 7.
John?
Yeah, I remember seeing this once when I was really young. I remember it creeped me out, but it was just because I was really young. And then I didn't see it again until, I don't know, a couple of years ago, and then now. So it's not one of my favorite films, but I do love the cast. Catherine Mary Stewart, like one of my dream girls when I was growing up from The Last Starfighter. Kelli Maroney, she was awesome in this movie. Like, she was fun. She felt like she was in her element. And I read on IMDb that part at the beginning where she's sparring with her stepmom, like she had her stepmom really hit her.
Oh yeah.
Like really punch her to like feel it for the blood and all that kind of stuff, you know? Mary Warrenov was in this from Rock and Roll High School and House of the Devil, which I love. I love that movie. And Eating Raoul, a fun cannibal comedy.
I think I've seen that, yeah.
I only saw that like a long, long time ago. And then, like you said, Jeffrey Lewis. Solid B-movie cast. Love the cityscapes, the color. Everything about the color was awesome. It felt more like a teen comedy with horror in it, because there wasn't that much. You know what I mean? I wouldn't call this is definitely a sci-fi over a horror movie in my eyes, anyways. If there would have been more zombies, then we'll talk. But there wasn't much anything. Everyone I guess only so many people were like partially protected or something, like they said. Actually, to be honest, I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel or a remake. I wouldn't mind seeing it remade. This isn't one of those ones I hold dear, but if they remade it today, they could really do. I think they could really do a good job.
Yeah, I mean, from what I don't have it written down anywhere, but from what I gather, it was pretty low budget. So I mean, just to see it have some money behind it today, give it a bigger production, I'd be for it.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I enjoyed it. I'll give it a 6. I dug it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I just liked it. It was all right.
Yeah, it's a good one. I mean, if it's
check it out.
It's worth a movie. Yeah, everybody who's listening to this or watching this has seen a worse movie for sure.
Yeah.